Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. So what's up, everybody? I just want to thank you all for checking out my studio production video today. And I just want to let you guys know, I really appreciate the feedback and the likes. And just really trying to grow this channel together, man, and I just really appreciate the support. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and dig right into this, man, like usual, man. Of course, like always, I'm gonna go ahead and link this in the description. I know you guys might be tripping out on my headline, man, and I'm even tripping out on it now. Might be late to the game on this one, because this one's been reported, but I wanted to dig deeper into it. Now, of course, I'm gonna link this in the description. This is in Windows Central, and the headline on this one, man, is Xbox One X roars past PS4 Pro on Amazon 2017 bestsellers list in just a few days. I want to go ahead and dig into that, man, and this is something like I've been talking about for a long time, man, and I think it's already coming to fruition. That the fact is that the Pro was really just a disaster. It was a flop, man. Really just straight up, it really didn't offer anyone, both the gamers or developers, a really good reason for it to be something that was important for people to want to pick up, especially for people who already had a PS4. I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is the reason why I just got a PS4 and I didn't even waste my time getting a Pro, because I just didn't really see the point. Because it really, since it was such a half step, it really didn't matter. Now I'm gonna break some of that down, because I'm gonna be fair to Sony in this, and just basically do something that a lot of guys wouldn't expect. I'm gonna defend Sony a little bit here, man, because because you already guys know me, I keep it real, all the way real. I mean, the fact is, I just name out the facts of how they lay down. To me, it never is about favoritism one way or the other. I'm just gonna point out the facts, man. And fact is, Sony never designed this system to be a 4K beast in the first place. Okay, now I know a lot of Sony fanboys, they don't want to believe that, or they won't admit that, but if you dig into the facts and really look at what the design for the Pro really was, it never really was designed to be a 4K beast. It's like what I was saying always before, that this thing from the start was designed to basically be a slight update to the PS4 and to primarily help out the VR. And yes, provide some 4K gaming and some, on lower intense games. But for it to be a 4K beast, no, it never really was about that. And the thing is like what a lot of people got to understand, man, especially a lot of these, Sony fanboys talking about, oh, they're going to unveil the new PS5, or they're going to unveil a Pro, you know what I mean? A better updated Pro. And I'm like, no, it's like that's that confirmation bias run amok at that point, because the fact is that doesn't really make any sense. Sony, first of all, it takes years to, the R&D on these consoles takes years to do. They can't just shit a console out. Like, you tell me, these motherfuckers think you just poop a console out and there it goes. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't work that way, man. These things takes years of preparation. I mean, the X took years of preparation to get it to where it is now. And it's also about timing. You think them doing something like that right now won't alienate their consumers? Of course it would. They would be pissed. They just came out with a Pro just recently. They came out with 3 pieces of hardware lately, the Slim, the Pro, and a VR. So I mean I don't know how much money they think Sony got, but it ain't a lot. It ain't that much money. I mean, you know how much it costs to do all the research and development on and do everything it takes and copywriting, everything that goes into it, that they have to pay the designers and to do a hardware, man. It's not cheap, and there's a lot of cost that's involved, and it takes a lot of time. So that just doesn't make any sense. So getting back onto, you know, the PS4 Pro and its lack of sales, I mean it showed there, because I mean, let's just keep it real. When you were looking at the PS4 Pro, and even when it came out, people were just not excited about it. You can see Sony right now, they don't really push the Pro. I mean, it's just one of those things that's kind of left on the back burner. Even they know it's lackluster, and it never really was an answer to 4K gaming at all, because it's not really a 4K machine. So you know, the fact is, I'm not really surprised about the X already overtaking the Pro. Now you can check out this article already on Amazon bestsellers list for the year. The X is already at 66th place, and the Pro is at 90th place. So that tells a lot. And for the Pro, that's only I mean, for the X, that's only gonna grow. The thing is yeah, these pre-orders haven't came to you know, they haven't cashed them out yet. But you got to think about all the other places. It's kind of funny. You get these fanboys that likes to talk this crap like, oh, I wonder how many pre-orders it was. Well, that tells you right there. If you see it's already in 66th place for the whole damn year, that tells you Amazon had a shit ton of pre-orders. Okay, so you can take that. You know, less than 100K pre-order BS on somewhere. You know, like, you know, you had these guys that they're thinking, they're talking Nintendo numbers. Like, no fool, this is Microsoft, they're not Nintendo, bro. Calm the hell down with that BS. But it tells you right there that no, it's the anticipation is there. Most of these other places, you do have to pay money. Like, you could talk crap about, oh well, Amazon, you know, you don't have to pay anything down, you can just click. But yeah, you try to click at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You try to click at GameStop. You try to click at Target. You try to do any of that bullshit anywhere else. No, it ain't going down like that. No, you gotta pay for it. So and it's sold out everywhere. Just let everyone know, Target was the last holdout. It's done. It's been done since yesterday, early, like I think in the afternoon of yesterday. So that tells you right there, like, no, this is the real deal. And I mean, it's just kind of sad, man. These guys, they'll do anything. These damn Sony Play fanboys, they'll do anything to move the goalposts, man. you know, Microsoft, they can't never win for nothing, man. I was listening to another dude's channel, and he hit it on. He's an Xbox guy. He hit it just right. He said, if Microsoft came out with 4 new exclusives right now, that wouldn't matter. I mean, it would be instantly something else that they would do to move the goalposts to say, but they're all going to PC, so what does it matter? I mean, it's like, you can't. The thing is about it, these dudes, they're not logical, they're not reasonable, they're not based on facts or logic. They're just, you know, there's nothing you can say, nothing Microsoft can say to or do other than just go out of business. You see that every time when anything happens. Look at how many times, you know, even in the media perpetuates this fanboy bullshit too. Look how many times the media has even said, oh, it looks like Microsoft needs to pack up and go. They said it, when Horizon Dawn came out. I couldn't believe that the media perpetuated that BS and didn't condemn that asshole for saying that BS. You know what I mean? About, oh, okay, I guess now that Horizon Dawn came out, you know, Microsoft should pack it up. It's over. It's over because you guys came out with a good game. Okay, great. What the fuck? I mean, just ridiculous stuff like that, man. I mean, and now this BS that, oh, since Crackdown's delayed. I mean, they said it when Scalebound was canceled. They said it when now that Crackdown's delayed. It's like, I mean, I've never seen so many places, like, just, you know, so much of the gaming community or just the gaming industry, you know, when it comes to the media, that's trying to, I mean, it's like they're just one big propaganda machine against Microsoft, man. It's just like, is it that serious? Did Microsoft piss y'all off that much, dog, where you have to try to make this company go out of business, bro? It's like, and the sad reality is Microsoft is the only company that's actually really listening to the gamers. Now, I kind of exclude Nintendo. Nintendo's kind of like on their own thing. They pretty much always, you know, usually been very, you know, they know their consumers. And I exclude Nintendo, but I'm just talking about between Sony and Microsoft. It's really Microsoft that's actually listening to the gamers, and then you have this punk ass media that sit here and keep perpetuating, you know, trying to destroy and bring down the company that actually listens to its gamers. And you gotta think about how pro gamer is that really when it comes to these so-called media gaming journalists. Like, do they really give a damn about you as a gamer when they're trying to bring down the company that actually listens to the gamer? Seeing it all the time that Sony is saying no to crossplay, no to backwards compatibility, no. Do they report that and make Sony look like, put the pressure on Sony that why are they not doing this? And hey, you know, Microsoft is doing this, so, you know, shouldn't you maybe step up to the plate? You know, like, no, you don't hear nothing like that from these guys, you know, and that tells you a lot, you know what I mean? That tells you, are they really for you as the gamer? You know what I'm saying? So, or is it just for clicks for them? You know, I mean, I'm telling you, these guys, you got to understand, they thrive into the war of, you know, it being all this gaming, the console war BS. They thrive off of that because they make a lot of money off of that, and that's the sad reality. And, you know, they're always going to go for the one that has the most units, because for them it's all about what they probably have more. They have more customers. They have more customers. That means that's more clicks for us if we're for Sony. And that's all it comes down to. You guys gonna see that's already starting to change now that Microsoft is taking the helm. Now they're going ahead and they're starting to, they're moving up on them. So now you're gonna see that shift, and you're already starting to see it shift to where now all of a sudden, ooh, well, they'll go wherever the wind blows. You know what I mean? Like, there's no loyalty with these assholes. There's no, you know, respect. There's no care about gamers. No, they'll go wherever the money's at. And that's what it comes down to, you know what I mean? And so you're gonna see them now all of a sudden be on Microsoft's tip now, because, you know, move little by little, you're gonna see them move, but then that tells you a lot, you know. So yeah, man, when it comes to this pro thing, this is something I already knew was gonna pretty much happen. I mean, because the pro was just an afterthought in the first place, but it was pretty much obsolete before it even released. Especially with the X being announced. I mean, it was done, and I know Sony knows that. That's the reason why you don't see Sony. They don't tout numbers of the Pro. You don't see no reports of the number of the Pro. They don't come out talking about it, all stumping, going ahead and stumping on their chest about it, and stumping on their chest. I mean, pounding on their chest, man. You don't see them doing that, bro. It's like, they're not really proud of it. They know it is probably one of their biggest mistakes, and it's going to cost them at this point, because you got to understand that the X is going to come out and dominate. It's already dominating, and these Amazon numbers just only solidifies that, how much of a dominance is going to really be. Now, my thing is, it's going to be interesting to see how much of a gap that the X is going to really close. Because I've been telling people, a lot of people have been speculating and just saying that, well, the Pro is going to, the X is going to still be that premium console. And I keep telling people, yeah, it might be a premium console, but it is going to become the standard. And once it becomes a standard, it's not going to be like the Pro. Where the Pro is like kind of like it's a slight step up. And it's looked at as, okay, it's just to the Pro, it's like it's a nuisance to want to pay more for it, because you just feel like, well, I got a PS4, so what's the point in getting a Pro? Pros is like, it's an extra thing I don't want to get. See, the X ain't like that. The X is like, shit, it's everything. That's the real deal. I'm picking that up. You know what I mean? It's a totally different thing. So since it's that totally different thing, that's why I keep trying to tell people it's going to become the standard of what people want to get. And that's what it's going to come down to. And that's what I think is going to be the pivotal part of Microsoft really making some serious gains in this next half of the generation to once and for all, definitely catch up to Sony. A lot of people don't believe it, but you're gonna see. Once the X, be in there for about a good 2 years, you're gonna see some serious momentum, and you're gonna see the PS4 slow down dramatically. And with this PS4 slowing down dramatically and the X increasing dramatically, I mean, you do the math, you figure that out. I mean, really, honestly, the X is Microsoft is only in the neighborhood of 20 million away right now. Just 5 million. Y'all seen how quick the Switch did it, and the X is on that same path right now, and that was done just in months. So that tells you what a year, what 2 years, what 3 years can do, right? So especially with the PS4 slowing down in sales. So it's going to be interesting. This next couple of years is going to be really interesting to see how this all folds out. But at the end of the day, what it's going to come down to is that Sony's going to have to realize that they're going to have to actually step up to the plate and actually be for the gamers if they're going to gain any traction. And they're going to have to actually do something instead of be on cruise control and just sit back and let the media and their fanboys do all their work, and propaganda and BS do all their work. They're going to actually have to step up to the plate and actually start innovating and actually doing something new, giving gamers a reason to want to actually be on their platform and be excited and happy about everything that they're doing. And it's going to be interesting to see how that all shakes out. So, all right, man. Yeah, that's going to be my video for today, man. Make sure you go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate it, man. So, all right, until the next time, I'm gone. This is Jay. I'm always keeping it real, and I'm gone.